Elizabethan England developed in the realm of science and technology a lot. It witnessed scientific discoveries in the fields of medicine, astronomy, cartography, and land surveying. Andreas Vesalius founded the study of modern anatomy and authored De Humanis Corporis Fabrica on the workings of the human body. Thomas Harriot, a well-known astronomer and mathematician, was the first man to make a drawing of the moon by looking through a telescope in 1609. New view of Copernicus' astronomy was further supported by Galileo with his telescope, and this development gave a rude setback to the old Ptolemaic cosmology. That cosmology changed the whole mental horizon of Europe. Galileo, Kepler, Vesalius, Harvey, these were some of the important scientists of this age who brought forth a new scientific method. There were some important inventions of this period. These were graphite pencils, the modern calendar, time bomb, wind-powered sawmill, and the thermoscope. Now we talk about some of the major astronomers and the scientists of the age of Elizabeth. The first one is Tycho Brahe. Tycho Brahe was born in 1546 and he died in 1601. He was a Danish astronomer who paved the way for modern astronomy. Brahe made important contributions by devising the most precise instruments. These instruments were available before the invention of the telescope for observing the heavens. He also made his observations from Uraniborg on an island in the south between Denmark and Sweden called Huen. Tycho Brahe did not accept Copernicus' model of the universe. He proposed a model of the solar system that was intermediate between the Ptolemaic and Copernican models. It had the Earth at the center. Later he proposed that the 5 non-planets revolved around the Sun, which along with those planets revolved around the Earth each year. But it was incorrect. The most widely accepted model of the solar system for that time. After Tycho Brahe's death, his assistant Johannes Kepler, he also used Tycho Brahe's observations to calculate his own 3 laws of planetary motion. Another one is Johannes Kepler. Johannes Kepler was born in 1571 and he died in 1630. He was a German astronomer and he was the first to fully explain the motion of the planets of our solar system. He is also considered to be the founder of celestial mechanics. He utilized the voluminous and precise data of Brahe after his death, and he was finally able to build on the realization that the orbits of the planets were ellipses to formulate his 3 laws of planetary motion. Astronomia Nova, it was his work. He published in 1609 the New Astronomy, in which Kepler demolished the Aristotelian cosmography of perfect forms and unknowable causes, forever changed man's sense of his place in the universe and helped launch the scientific revolution. Kepler was also the first to determine that refraction drives vision in the eyes and that using 2 eyes enables depth perception. And for that he created eyeglasses for near and far-sightedness and explained how a telescope worked. He described images and magnification and understood the properties of reflection. Galileo Galilei. 1564 he was born and he died in 1642. He is also considered the father of science. He made major contributions to the fields of physics, astronomy, cosmology, mathematics, and philosophy. He did not invent the telescope, but he was the first to use the telescope to study the heavens systematically. He invented an improved telescope that let him observe and describe the moons of Jupiter, the rings of Saturn, the phases of Venus, sunspots, and the rugged lunar surface. The greatest contribution of Galileo, which was in physics, was his formulation of inertia. It was the idea that an object in motion has an inertia which allows it to stay in motion unless an external force is forced upon it. Sir Isaac Newton, who was born the same year Galileo died, he used his concept as the foundation of his laws of motion. The concept of Galileo's by Sir Isaac Newton brought a new revolution in the field of science. Additionally, Galileo's confirmation that acceleration due to gravity is independent of the object's mass was crucial to Newton's theory of gravity. According to Stephen Hawking, Galileo, perhaps more than any other single person, was responsible for the birth of modern science.